I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. And that's how I feel about myself.
You see me around a lot.
I don't know.
Don't act like you ain't seen me around
them days.
He said that I do.
Bud, come on. Terence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen and
Straight, boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when they're trying to run out. When they're trying to run, pop, there you go.
even if I don't feel the same way that he feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If he's here, pop. What do you think he can do? Because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
Shakur Stevenson isn't approaching this camp like a routine defense. He's deliberately surrounding himself with top-tier talent, fine-tuning every detail, and raising the level of competition in the gym. That alone speaks volumes about how dangerous he believes Teofimo Lopez really is.
The work of art. Sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's going to be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses and the smarts that he has, and given the opportunity, I think he can pose a great threat to everybody in the division, and be the last man standing given the opportunity.
Shakur has taken his preparation to another level by linking up with Terence Crawford at D1 training in Colorado Springs. This is the same high-performance environment Crawford used while gearing up for his biggest fights, and it immediately raises the stakes around this matchup. What's happening there goes far beyond basic conditioning or pad work. This is high-level refinement, sharpening instincts, stress-testing decision-making, and drilling the kind of discipline that only shows up when rounds get uncomfortable. Every session is about control under pressure, not just looking sharp for the cameras.
I sent somebody to steal his passport, replicate his job, all types of weird stuff.
He called me earlier. He's like, yo, when you spar, I'm going to come to the gym. I'm like, I'm going to spar at 4 o'clock. I really didn't think he was going to pull up, but he pulled up. It means everything, his advice and listening to him in the ring. He calling out little shit. I'm trying to make sure I do what he says. So a hell of a blessing to have Bud, Floyd, all these guys backing me, and I appreciate them. I'm just trying to keep pushing and keep getting better.
Training alongside Crawford put Shakur in an environment where nothing is scripted. He's dealing with authentic pressure, high-level ring intelligence, and constant adaptation, not cooperative sparring. Sessions like that are about learning how to stay composed when things get chaotic, setting traps without forcing exchanges, and making opponents pay for mistakes without draining your own gas tank. Just as important, it reveals where Shakur's head is at. You don't invite someone like Crawford into your camp unless you're prepared to be uncomfortable, to be corrected, challenged, and pushed beyond familiar rhythms. That choice alone signals that Shakur understands the magnitude of what's in front of him.
Hurt my hand. I was hurting it all throughout the camp.
I was feeling good.
I felt it just now. But I was trying to ignore the pain and keep it going, but it just got worse to the point where I couldn't really take it no more. I kind of felt it after my last fight. I'm like, man, just ignore it because you're going to have to keep ignoring it every time you fight. You don't realize it until it gets to the point where you just can't take it no more. That video that got out of me hitting somebody with a body shot, I fell. I've been hitting it constantly over and over and over. I felt the pain badly that last time to where I couldn't take it no more.
Being in a room built around championship habits and zero tolerance for shortcuts goes beyond improving technique. It's about refining composure. Against someone like Teofimo Lopez, a fighter who feeds off disorder and sudden explosions, Shakur is clearly prioritizing control, training his reactions to stay measured and deliberate when everything around him turns chaotic.
It's right here. You fucking up. Give a shot.
This camp feels deliberate, focused, disciplined, and quietly dangerous. It's the kind of preparation that doesn't need headlines because it's designed to speak for itself when the lights come on. And just when it seems like training alongside Terence Crawford in Colorado is the ultimate statement, Keyshawn Davis steps in with one of the most grounded takes on the entire matchup. Listening to him, you get the sense this isn't commentary for attention. It's perspective from someone who's shared rounds, felt the pace, and understands both sides of the equation. No theatrics, no picking teams for engagement. Just a calm reminder that this fight isn't going to explode on cue. It's going to unfold, settle in, and only then turn violent.
At the end of the era, it may have been Teo and Shakur, especially if you would never fight Shakur, right? How do you see this fight playing out?
I see it playing out, let's say, I see it starting off slow.
Okay.
And then I see as Shakur wins the first round, as Shakur wins the second round, slowly, I think Teo is eventually going to start picking it up and start imposing his will.
Right.
And then, you know, it's just going to go from there. That's how I think it's going to go.
That's a fair assessment.
That's a fair one.
Especially for that to be his brother.
I think it's going to be close. I think it'll be closer than people think.
That's why his perspective carries weight. When Keyshawn says the fight starts measured before Teofimo begins to turn up the pressure, that isn't speculation. It's firsthand knowledge. You can hear the honesty in how he breaks it down. There's no forced disrespect and no pretending either man lacks ability. He's clear about one thing. Teofimo is dangerous, and anyone denying that is fooling themselves at the same time. He doesn't hedge his opinion. He still gives the edge to Shakur on the scorecards, just not in the way people online are selling it. This isn't a walkthrough or a domination. It's tight, competitive. The kind of fight where momentum shifts, adjustments matter, and both fighters are forced to confront moments they can't coast through.
Pretty good.
Hey, one thing I can say though, because I've been seeing, we've been amateur together and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Teo can fight.
Teo can fight.
Winning back
If you said he couldn't, you'd be lying. Right. That's a real assessment, though. I think Shakur still wins, but it's been closer than what people think. Teo is nice. A lot, man, no doubt.
Yeah, and Keyshawn, speaking of Teo, you know, you've been vocal about your desire to fight Teofimo Lopez. And of course, I was there in Las Vegas, right, when you FaceTimed Teo. Now Teo's fighting Shakur Stevenson, but do we see Keyshawn and Teo at some point?
How was Teo acting when I FaceTimed him? Since you brought it up, how was he acting?
You tell me. You tell the people.
Why do I gotta tell you? What you asked me again? Because I want to answer that. What'd you say?
No, do we see you and Teo fight in the future?
Depending on what Shakur do with him.
Hey, losing to Shakur though.
What really hits is how Keyshawn keeps personal ties separate from competitive truth. He acknowledges what Shakur has meant to him during tough moments, but once the discussion turns to fight night, emotion gives way to clear-eyed evaluation. That kind of honesty is rare. There's no cheerleading, no dramatic predictions about careers ending. Just a simple, grounded point. The outcome hinges on who manages their energy and composure better, and that's why his perspective feels so real. This isn't about someone getting exposed or falling apart. It's about direction. It's a moment that defines trajectories, not destroys them. Two paths crossing at the same time, each forcing the other to adjust. If you're tuning in expecting a blowout narrative, Keyshawn's message is basically this. Turn down the noise and actually watch what's happening in front of you.
It depends how bad he loses.
I was about to say.
So you think it's going to be bad?
Let's say he loses a competitive fight.
Yeah,
I think that would be the most common answer is Shakur outpoints him in a very competitive fight.
Beats him.
What then? What then for you and Teo? For the businessman, huh?
All right, cool. Okay, since you worded it like that, I don't, because I won't go say that shit. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the future holds. I just know what I want to do, and I want to go to 147 and become a champion. Because I just feel like them guys just can't beat me from 140 to 147. And I just feel like, you know, I'm a surprise the boxing world. I'm small. I just do it at 140, and I'm gonna be fighting guys naturally bigger than me, and I'm gonna be stopping them. I mean, knocking them out.
I remember.
And that's gonna be very entertaining.
Right after Keyshawn delivered that grounded, fighter's eye perspective, Teddy Atlas steps into the conversation, and the level instantly rises. When Teddy speaks, it's never filler. It's philosophy seasoned with experience and hard lessons. Listening to him, you realize this is the adult table of analysis. No hype chasing, no viral soundbite stunts, just genuine respect for two fighters willing to step into the storm when most would step aside. That I especially love how Teddy dismantles lazy narratives, accusing Teofimo Lopez or Shakur Stevenson of ducking anyone. That argument dies the moment the bell rings for this fight.
I want to piggyback a little bit off of what you just said. I want to start by just giving them credit. You know, a lot of these guys avoid certain fights. They're not avoiding them right now. You got to give them credit. A lot of people took shots at Shakur, you know, and Teofimo at certain spots. He's avoiding this guy. He's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, you know, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science.
The clarity about styles is refreshing. This fight might not be non-stop fireworks, but it promises real boxing, adjustments, controlling space, and mastering timing. Teddy points out Shakur's readiness to step inside, which is crucial against Teofimo, because you can't simply stay on the outside and expect a calm round. Meanwhile, Teofimo's raw power remains the wild card, capable of shifting the momentum in an instant. It's athleticism versus explosiveness, skill versus skill, a matchup where a single decision can completely change the outcome. And for fans who truly appreciate the sport, that's exactly what makes it compelling.
Teofimo showed you that he can fight inside, he can fight outside. He would have the advantage of power in this fight. You know one thing that I love about this fight, Bud? Shakur's very athletic, very talented. So is Teofimo. He's more explosive with power, but Teofimo is very athletic. He is very talented. You got two athletic guys, two talented guys. Again, Teofimo I would favor with the power. This is going to be interesting. I'll tell you, it's a lot to like about these two athletic, talented fighters.
Right after Teddy Atlas drops that professor with a blackboard breakdown, the tone shifts when Timothy Bradley Jr. steps in. Tim doesn't analyze boxing from a stance. He speaks like someone who's felt the fight in his own chest. Listening to him, it's clear this isn't hype, it's a warning. He's basically saying that anyone coming into this fight lazy, commentators included, is going to miss the full story. This isn't a highlight reel for clicks. It's a chess match where every inch is earned, and every mistake comes with a cost. Bradley frames it perfectly. Fundamentals versus raw explosion. On one side, Shakur Stevenson treats defense like a fortified door, only opening it when it serves him. On the other, Teofimo Lopez can turn even a calm round into chaos with minimal invitation. The takeaway? If you don't grasp timing, nuance, and setup, you'll call this fight boring, and you'll miss what makes it brilliant. This is boxing for people who truly pay attention.
That goes for everybody that's going to be calling this fight, because there's every offense that, or every type of any offense that's going to be landed, it's going to have to be earned or set up. Both these guys are intelligent, right? Teofimo Lopez, explosive as hell. He's smart as well. Shoot, you got to remember, this man was the first man to beat Lomachenko. Yeah, well before Haney. Yeah, So, look, check this out. And you already know Shakur Stevenson. You know what he bring into the ring. Defense first. Yep, defense first. You ain't getting nothing. I'm going to get mine when I get mine and when I want to get mine, but you ain't getting nothing. Look, y'all might perceive this fight as being boring and this and that. This going to be one hell of a technical battle that I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see this battle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because what y'all gonna witness is, I'm gonna tell you right now what you're gonna witness. You're gonna witness fundamentals, great fundamentals, versus that explosive stuff. You know what I'm saying? That explosive stuff. So, like, let me give you a prime example. not to this degree, but Tonio Tarver, Roy Jones. Tarver had them fundamentals down. Roy didn't have them fundamentals. I understand what happened. Now, yeah, look, if Teofimo Lopez, he get out of line and he want to run in there that fire and he get his behind caught, just like Norman Jr. got his behind caught, talking about, oh, he can't punch. Oh, he can find himself picking himself off of the canvas too. Yeah, talking about Shakur can't punch. I don't see many guys just running in there on Shakur. But anyways, look, y'all already know what it is. Precision, timing, right? Hitting the dude when he don't see something coming. That's power.